Okay, now that we have our profile of the centerline, the ramp, we're going to annotate it. So let's split the view, go to 2 here, and maybe expand this out so we can see it. Zoom extents. And here's our ramp. Let's rotate the view so we can go to rotate view here. Okay, now we can measure where these points are. So that's how you split this view. You can also put this onto another screen too, by just, oh, that's another feature. So the first thing we want to label is, we can see this point is this top of ramp here. So let's go ahead and turn on the reference file that we had before. Let's turn this off so it's less confusing. The ADA ramp. You can see these are the elevations that we kind of pointed out. Let's rotate this view so we can actually read it better. Okay. Now you've got this point here we know is the top ramp, which is here. So let's put a construction line. Let's copy this here. That's the construction line. Do an Alt, hold down Alt, press this, and it'll change it to, oh, that's not a good one. Let's just put it onto layer notes. Note 0, okay. Go back to here. So we're going to put a construction line here. That's, you can see where the ridge is, the little intersection. So that's that point. Let's go like that. So, and then we know that this is 4.2. If you measure it, we already, just to measure though, we know that's 4.2. So we're going to offset 4.2. And that's the back of the landing there. And we know this is the flow line here. You can see this point here where it hits the road. That's this flow line, and you can measure it too. So if you want to measure it from there to this point here is 34.5. So if you measure 34.5, oops, oh, that's too far. Should be right. This is 4.2. This is 10.6. Did we have a, let's see here. Yes, 10.32. So instead of doing that, you can just measure, you can offset 10.32. And you can see it's in the approximate same general location. And then these guys are just, we just call it 2 feet for the gutter, 2 foot, and 2 foot for the saw cut. So you're going to have another 2 feet, offset another 2 feet there. And that's, so we've annotated, this is the saw cut here. This is the curb right here. This is the ramp from here to here. And this is the landing here. And you can see the sidewalk ends here. Okay, now we can take away the double screen. Click 2 right there. Let's annotate this guy. So we're going to need I'm going to need the palette here. Let's attach. Let's turn on the palette. And this stuff's in the way, so let's move it out. Just select this. Let's move it out of here so we can see it. So we need dimension lines. So let's go press Alt on the keyboard, click on this, and it matches to this dimension stuff here. Let's dimension this first. I'm going to annotate. Let's go over here. Let's turn off the association and go to here. We're going to put Terminator inside, and we are going to put the units to 0.1. That's all we need. That should be the good settings. That's the settings for the annotation. So we go here, and this is 2 feet. Here, oops, there, 2 feet. Click on there, and the ramp is 10 feet. The landing is, oops, 1. And then let's also label the sidewalk too, just for fun here. You can go there, use this perpendicular. It's 5.7. Okay, now we've got the dimensions. Let's split the view again back to here so we can put in the slopes. So the first slope we want to put is, the important slope is this 4.2, the landing here. So we have a 0.77, as you can see. All right, so this landing is 0.77, and we'll call it 0.8. I'm going to round it off. So we're going to go here and put an arrow this way. And then just add a text. And we're going to put 0.8%. Why is this not right? Let's pick it up from the general text here and just copy it from here. And edit it to 0.8%. And your arrow should be right about here. Let's put it like that. And now you're going to copy this and place it here and kind of rotate it to make it match the slope. Like so. You can also group it together so you can move in one whole thing. So that's 0.8%. And then the next slope is the ramp, which we know is 5.2. So let's just copy this and call it 5.2%. And then match the slope here. Yeah, 5.2%. And then the other important slope is the gutter. So that gutter, you can see it goes 0.8% this way. So you have to copy this. We'll just mirror, vertical, make a copy, put it here, and put it right there. So that's the 3 important slopes. You've got the gutter, this ramp, and the landing. So this landing has to be less than 1.5%, which it is. This has to be less than 7.5%, which it is. This has to be less than 5%, which it's way less. Okay, let's take off the big slope here, and then we'll delete this. No, we still need it. Hold on, we still need it for the elevations. Okay, so now let's put in elevations. So this is the flow line elevation here. let's go and maybe copy this, match line text here. So this goes to that point right there, approximately. That elevation at the flow line is right there, 34.10. So we're gonna type in FL. That's the flow line elevation. Abbreviation is 34.10. And the other important point is top of ramp is 34.7. So you can copy this. And we're going to call this TR for top of ramp. And then elevation is 34.7. And flip that around. Snap to that point there. I like to have everything at 60 degrees, approximately, looks better. And then you have the back of landing here. That's another point that we need. That's 34.75. So again, we're gonna copy this, place it here. Let's move it up. So, oops. Move it up straight. Right about that, you can just eyeball that. And this is called the finished surface because that's the back of the landing zone. Finished surface elevation is 34.75, so 34.8, like so. And then we need to actually, we don't need the back of sidewalk. Let's just we need to grade this down at 2:1. So let's come over here and they give you a 2:1 here. So let's go like this. And let's flip it around, vertical, do not make a copy. We'll just add this. And we'll add a text that says 2:1. So go back to copy a general text again. And this is 2:1. Oops. 1. Then right there. All right, and we can turn this off. And now we pretty much have the dimensions and elevations for our ramp.